Hey friends, it's LlamaMamaKayla. I hope you're all doing great today because get your shoes on. We're going to Micheals today. Come on, let's go. Hey guys, welcome to Micheals in Monroe, Louisiana. Okay guys, so let's look at all this yarn. There's tons of the Ogo yarn, just piles of it up there. I don't see a price, so I'll have to check that. And let's see, there's just lots of different yarns. It looks like this might be the catch-all area. Oh, there's some great skin tones. Let me look at that. I like getting different color skin tones. The yarn kind of looks like shiny, so it reminds me of Caring Simply Soft, but it might not be. It's a 4-weight yarn. It's 185 yards, and I believe it was $9.99 for that little skein. So, was a pass for me today. Yeah. It was a pass for me, but I did want to share it with you guys in case someone else was looking for that. There's some roving yarns. I'm not a fan of roving yarn, so I didn't even look at that. I did want to come look at these big cakes. The Caring cakes were half off. They're $11.99, and so it was buy one, get one half off. They weren't half off. So I looked at these and looked at the colors, and there was quite a few that were pretty. But the price, they went up on that price. I did consider this right here because I did like those colors. I like those colors for myself, and that purple is beautiful. They had lots of pretty colors, but I don't know, just them going up on the price irritates me. I know everything's going up, but when you need 2 skeins or 2 cakes is what they are. But anyway, so I'm just showing you kind of what my Micheals looks like. Usually it's a mess. It wasn't that messy today, but it probably could have been a little better, but it's usually a really messy area. I see some turquoise cotton that I want to get, so I'm just kind of looking to see what I might find. So these, and there's 105 yards in one and 96 yards in the other, but they're the same price, same colorway. So I kind of dig around a little bit looking for 2 that has 105 yards because I want my yardage. I like the speckleness of that Premier Home. I did consider that ball that I just picked up, a plain turquoise, is a cotton, but I really like the speckledy looking one. So there's the blanket yarns. It's always a mess. That's a very messy area in my store. But I just try to, get a little glimpse. Those up there are really pretty and would make a beautiful baby blanket and stuff. So I just kind of looked around, kind of comparing, the prices of those and different things. So lots of baby yarns there on the end, and then the top more blanket yarn. I did like all those baby colors. And then I just like all the different colors of the Impeccable, so I always look at that. I like that green right there. But it's only like 200 something yards, and I really wanted something with over 300 yards. Like the one I ended up getting, I think is 354 yards maybe. So I'm just looking around, seeing what they have. I hadn't been to Micheals in a while, and so I was just checking to see what new things they had, and thought I would share with you guys. I'm so glad you came along with me today. There's the Karen Simply Soft. Some people love it and some people don't, and I'm one that I have some and I will use it, but I'm not just excited about it. It's very splitty for me, and I don't know why it is for me and it isn't for other people. But yeah, I use mine. Don't get me wrong, but I just, not running out the bat. There's lots of cakes. I had never saw the cotton funnel cakes, so that was interesting. Like I said, I don't get out a lot. This is my first time to go to Micheals in a while, I believe. And they just had these piles and piles of Ogo yarn. There's some of the ice cream yarn, I believe. And I believe all their yarn was buy one, get one 50% off. You got a little glimpse of my overstuffed buggy there. So there's tons of blanket yarn. Like half of this owl is blanket yarn. And I would like to make some stuffies with blanket yarn so they would be a lot bigger, but I'm not sure what size hook to use. So if you want to let me know, not the big blanket yarn, but the smaller blanket yarn stuff. And then here, now we're in my price range. So that's the yarns I always go for. The Red Heart and the Craft Smart. Since they changed the Craft Smart and it's really soft, I'm a big fan of it now. So I will get Craft Smart and Red Heart. Like, this is my section of Micheals right here. So there's lots of empty baskets down below, and probably all the yarn is up there in those boxes because that's the way my Micheals rolls. So I never looked at this yarn either, and I wasn't interested in getting any, but I wanted to show it. It is pretty colors, but it's only 82 yards, and that's just not going to go very far. It's a big bulky 7, so I personally wouldn't want a hat made out of it. So I don't know what you would do with 82 yards of a bulky yarn. So they had some interesting colors, and I could see where those would be fun and pretty, and kids would like those colors. But I'm not sure what you'd make. And then those, I wasn't interested in that either. I didn't like the texture of them, so I didn't even look to see what they really were. So sorry about that. But anyway, I just wanted to show you what they had and what colors they had. And you can look up your Micheals online. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed our little trip to Micheals. I just kind of filmed a few clips of the yarn. And I want to show you what I got. Okay, so my purpose of going to Micheals was I went to go get, sorry, I bumped y'all. I went to go get some cakes like this to help making those blankets that I want to make for my nieces and nephews, And so I already had this cake. I showed it to you yesterday. And so, but I was going to look for big Karen cakes like this. Okay, so I had already heard that Micheals had upped their prices. That these used to be $9.99, but now they are $11.99. Well, at my store, on the little rack thing, it did say $9.99, but I got one and went and scanned it, and it was $11.99. Yeah, okay, they were buy one get one half off, but I don't know. I mean, so that's 12 plus 6, so that's still a lot. So anyway, I'm frugal and I like to be thrifty. So I walked around just looking at different options, and they had this huge display. It wasn't a display, it was a pile, you saw it in the video, of the Ogo yarns. So I'm going to go ahead and confess that I was not a fan of these when they first come out. I didn't buy one. I just wasn't a fan of it. It didn't look like much yarn, and I think there are some that are smaller amounts of yarn. I'm pretty sure there is. And so I just wasn't a fan of it. I just thought, that looks gimmicky, you know. And I don't think I ever voiced my opinion publicly about that. But I told a friend that I thought it was a gimmick and, you know, wasn't very much money. So since then, these have gotten marked down and marked down and marked down because I think other people might have thought that too. I don't know. But today, I just took a second look at these. I did get 2 of these for Christmas. Remember my son Elijah gave me 2? It was one with yellows and then one with the turquoise and coral and some gray maybe. So I made a blanket with both of those, didn't I? Oh, I used the I made a blanket with the one with the coral and turquoise and maroon and such like that. I keep looking over there because the blanket's over there and I was just looking at the colors. I did make a blanket with that one, and then the other one, excuse me, I cut it up, balled up each color, and I used that in that mandala blanket. The beginning of the mandala blanket is that Ogo that my son had got me for Christmas. Anyway, I wasn't planning on getting any more of the Ogos. I do notice this is called the Big Donut. So I think there is one with smaller yardage, and that's what I saw it to begin with. And I was just like, that's gimmicky. That's not enough yarn for the price, you know. So anyway, at my Micheals, Monroe, Louisiana, these were $11.99, which would be the same price as this. This is 603 yards, and this is 502 yards. Now they were both $11.99, so of course an extra 100 yards would be the better value if you were going to buy them at that price. But guess what? They had these for $4.99. So yeah, only 100 yards less. Okay, so I was like, let me just tell you, I walked around and around figuring this out. Okay, so this is what I decided. Let me pick out one that I'm gonna do this with. Not that one. This maybe. Was it that? Yeah. Okay. So this is what I decided. I mean, these were $11.99 a piece at one point. This one's still $11.99. So I'm going to put this one away because we're not really talking about that one. I just wanted to compare the yardage, excuse me, and the price. Okay, so this was $4.99, and it's 502 yards. And I already know that I was taking 2 of those to make a cake, and I was adding some in it, right? I was adding some gray in it, and I was gonna have to add a little section of white in it. Okay, so I went ahead and got 2 of these. I need to make a blanket for my 5-year-old nephew. So this is what I picked out for him. 2 of these at $4.99, but it's still short on yardage, right? Because that's 603 and this is 503 yardage. So what I did was I walked around. These were $3.94, I believe, and they were buy one get one half off. So I bought one of these to go with this, and I felt like that was a total better value. I mean, it is than to buying 2 of the big cakes at $12 a piece. So these were $4.99, so that's $10, right? 11, 12, 13, 14, say $14. And I got way more yardage than I would have if I bought 2 of those, because this has 354 yards. So I feel good about that. I feel good about that because I have 2 of these, and then I'm going to add this color in with it. I don't think I'm going to add a second color. I think I'll just add this at like maybe the beginning, and then start the yellow and go to the blue and add some more of this, and then start at the yellow again and go to the blue and add some more of this. So that's my plan. I feel like I got a better value buying 2 of these and this one to make the blanket the size that I want to make it, because I'm going 110 stitches wide, and long as I can make it. So that was a better value than buying 2 of those cakes. So I'm happy with that. I saw that and I was like, because I really have my doubts. I was not impressed with Ogos, but then I saw that huge pile of them, and I did check the price of this, and it was $4.99. So that was good. With just 100 yards less than the $12 cake. So anyway, at $11.99, I don't feel like that was a good buy. But at $4.99, I feel like it's a good buy. So anyway, I explained my reasoning for buying that. So now I'm going to show you what I did buy. I bought that one to make my nephew Noah's blanket. And then I bought these 2 that are a little bit different. They don't match, but I'm going to put them together to make a blanket. And I'm not trying to get this one out by Easter, but I am going to start this one after I finish my Easter projects. So I got this one. Oh, I guess I could tell you the colorway of this, right? I'm sorry. This is a 4-weight yarn, 502 yards, and the color is Blue Moon. It has dark blue, a medium blue, a lightish blue that almost looks purpley, a pale yellow, and then a school bus yellow. And it's called Blue Moon. Okay, and the other color that I got to go with that is Arctic. So that's what I'm going to add into that. I just looked at those and thought, well, green would go nice with that. I normally put gray with everything because gray is just a neutral color, but I'm finally using up my ball of never-ending yarn of gray, and so I needed, I need to use a different color. So I picked up these 2, and like I said, they were $4.99 a piece, so that's $10. And the name of this is Raspberry Glazed. It has a light purple, pinkish, I think a brownish, so it's an odd color brown, and then a reddish, and then a darker brown. It's the colors on there. And I'm going to just pair it. I'm probably just going to take this and not add another color to it, and just crochet all the way through. This one is called Lemon Plum. It has this pink here, a lightish purple, school bus yellow, orangey, and then maroon. So they're, different colors there. I'm going to pair them together. Okay, and then let's see. Excuse me. Okay, so then I got these two Ogos. I plan to do something with this. I'm not gonna spill the beans on it right now because it may, I may change my mind. Right? It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind, and a crocheter even, we change our minds all the time. So I did get 2 of these because there is something I'm interested in doing, and if I can do it, I need 2 of these. I don't know why these things just like flop all over the place. Like, I don't know, that wasn't a great design for the packaging. if you ask me. So anyway, I have these, and that is a dark green, lighter green, a aqua color green, and then not a green, aqua color blue, and then a little bit darker of a blue, and then light blue. So that's the colors. And I'm not, this project that I have in mind with this is not for a certain person. It's just something I want to do for fun. So I did get 2 of those, and the colors are the same all the way around that. So now I have to figure out some way to store these that's not just flopping all over the place like that. I guess laying them flat somewhere would be the best bet. Okay, so I walked around, and I had a little bit more spending money. And, you know, it was just burning a hole in my pocket. My leg was burning, and so I was like, I gotta get rid of this money. Do y'all do that? Anybody else do that? Come on, raise your hand. So I went back over there and looked at those again, and they had these blues. Okay, so on this is, here, this one's popped open for real good, so I had these blues, and I saw these blues as almost a royal blue, a lighter shade of blue, more of a turquoise looking blue, a navy blue, and then like a denim blue. So I thought I would make Big Daddy a blanket of blue squares, like I did for Dakota with the blanket of green squares, except I don't think I'm gonna do it the different colors, unless he wants me to. I'll ask him before I start to make it. Does he want them solid squares, or does he want them you know, multicolored squares? And then I'm probably just gonna take these apart, ball up each color, and start making squares. And then just make ever how many squares it makes, because, you know, blue is his favorite color, so he would love that. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And then there was something else I was looking at. Oh, wait a minute. I bought this blue because it didn't have this color blue in there. So because those were buy one get one half price, I went ahead and got this blue because it's not in there, and that'll give another shade of blue. And then I may have some blues in my cabinet. If I have any different from this, I'll probably add them in that blanket. I did get something to go with this. I totally slipped my mind. Pretty sure, yeah, I bought these 2 that are different, and I decided to get this yellow to tie in there, this light yellow. I thought it would go good with, like, before that one or something maybe. And then go this, and then start this one, and it would have that different shade of yellow later. So I did get that, and this is light yellow. Wow. I didn't tell the colors of these. Sorry, I'm bad at this, aren't I? This is called Mint Julep. Yeah, that's what these are called. The ones with the green and the blue is Mint Julep. And the blue one is called Blue Velvet. I just love all those different shades of blue. So the Blue Velvet, and then there's light blue. Okay, so I got those, and then I was just kind of walking around. I had a little bit more money in my pocket. My leg was burning. So I decided to get these 2. I got 2 of these. I got these 2 Ogos. They're the big donuts. And these are not chunky yarn. This is 4-weight yarns. So I went ahead and got these because it's not white. It's an off-white. It's not like the, I have Red Heart Super Saver soft white, you know, and it's not really that clear white. I mean, clear, crystal white. You know, their white is white, and then there's that off-white, which you can't really tell is off-white unless you put next to the white, and then you're like, oh, that's not white. And then this is more creamier looking than the soft white, because really the soft white doesn't look off-white unless it's next to a white. But this one, you can definitely tell it's off-white. And so I went ahead and picked up 2 of these in case I wanted to add any off-white with these. I didn't think white, like stark white, would look good in any of that. But I thought an off-white would definitely go if I felt like I needed something, right? So, I did pick these up. If I don't use them as blankets, I can just use these, you know, as I need some of this color later on in different projects, you know, things like that, you know what I'm saying? So, because I don't have that color off-white in my stash. So, that helps me, and there's a lot of yardage for that. And then, I want to make a dish towel for my kitchen that would match my kitchen more, and so, I went over to the cotton yarn, and so they had this Premier Home, and I showed you in the video these 2. They're both $1.99. One of them is 106 yards, and one of them is 96 yards. I tried to find 2 that was 106 yards because, you know, I didn't want to get gypped and only get 96 yards. I wanted the whole 105. But I could only find one of these and could not find another one of these. So, I just got them. I got that. In case I need more of this, I'll add this to it. They're the same color. Matter of fact, let me check the colorway. This is Ocean Splash. This one is Ocean Splash, and this one is Ocean Splash. So, I got that. I think I'm going to do I'm going to make a dish towel, and I have something in mind that I want to make, and so I'm probably going to do a video of that while I'm making it. So that'll be coming up soon. I already have I'm adding red to this, so I already have red, and I knew I had red, but I needed some turquoise because turquoise goes with my decor. So that's why I picked these 2 up today, because I plan on making that. And if you want to make a dish towel with me, you might need 1 to 2 of the same color, and then a contrasting color. My contrasting color for this is going to be red. So whatever you like, you know, if you want to pick that up and be ready, you can. So anyway, well, I hope you all have fun at Micheals today. I walked around there until I wore myself out, but I'm really excited about the yarns I got. I love them, and this is the one I'm going to be starting on soon. I'm still working on the one I showed yesterday, so I'll be starting this one next. I'm going to go ahead and finish that other one up, and then I can start this one. So guys, I will be back tomorrow, and we will talk again. Bye, friends.